All right, bro. Let's have a real talk about something most dudes never actually think about. Your real level of attractiveness. Most guys live their whole lives clueless about the vibe they're putting out. You might feel like you're just another regular guy in the background. But what if I told you that you're far more compelling than you give yourself credit for? What if you have this innate charisma that grabs attention, but since you're blind to it, you're not leveraging it? Today, we're unpacking the clear signals that show you possess that coveted natural pull. And hear me out. This has zero to do with your facial features. This is deeper. It's about your aura, the mindset, that silent communication that makes people respond to you on a different frequency. So buckle up, because by the time we're done, you'll have total clarity. Let's dive in. Signal one, you own the room's vibe. Have you ever entered a space and just felt everyone's attention shift to you? Not because of your outfit, not because you spoke, but because your mere energy makes a statement. That's influence. That's command. Some men enter and are ghosts. They just fade into the walls. Others, they change the whole atmosphere. They don't need to be noisy or the most physically imposing person there, but an undeniable quality about them earns regard. It's in their posture, back straight, chin up, moving with calm intention. They aren't frantic. They don't make themselves small. They claim their territory, and everyone senses it. Women are tuned into this, and they respond. Other guys, they either acknowledge it or get tense, because like it or not, they view you as a rival. So if you've ever walked in somewhere and saw the subtle shifts in people around you, brother, you've got that quiet authority that pulls focus. Signal two, women lock eyes with you a beat longer than normal. Let's cut to the chase. Women are extremely conscious of who's watching them. They don't repeatedly, accidentally make eye contact. A quick glance away is normal. But if she holds your gaze, if she lets it stay for that extra moment, she's picking up a signal. Often it's a challenge. She'll maintain eye contact just long enough to gauge if you can hold your composure. Look down too soon, and she detects hesitancy. Stare like a creep, and it's awkward. But if you meet her gaze, hold it with assurance, and then calmly break it like it's nothing, you just ace the test. Here's a twist. Some women will avoid looking at you altogether. Not from a lack of interest, but because locking eyes with you feels too charged. Either reaction means you're having an effect. She senses something. Watch for this, because eye contact is a fundamental sign of connection. Signal three, you naturally steer interactions. Ever see how some men speak and the whole room gets quiet to listen? It's not about volume or talking over people. It's because they communicate with conviction. Guys with magnetic energy don't use words to seek approval. They're not in a hurry. They're comfortable with silence. And when they do talk, their tone is measured, firm, and intentional. They don't babble to fill empty space. And when they share their thoughts, people listen up because their words carry substance. Women notice this immediately. If you've ever had a woman subtly inch closer during a conversation, or if she's constantly engaging, asking more questions, she's locked in. She's captivated. And that's because you're projecting the aura of a man who is self-assured. The content is secondary to your delivery. Communicate with self-belief and see how people tune in. Signal four, people automatically give you room. This one is low-key, but once you spot it, you'll see it all the time. Ever been in a packed area and noticed people just naturally step aside for you? You're not forcing your way through. You're moving with intention, and the path somehow clears. That isn't luck. That's impact. When a man carries himself with a sense of purpose, people instinctively honor his personal space. In social situations, some guys are ignored, while others receive immediate recognition. And the key difference isn't physical stature, it's aura. Women are quick to notice this. If a man naturally claims space, she intuitively believes he's a person of value. And in dating, value is the ultimate currency. So next time you're out, observe. If people subtly reposition when you approach, or if they create a spot for you without a word, you're emitting a vibe that earns regard. Signal five, women create reasons to be in your orbit. Listen, man, women rarely just walk up and confess interest. But when they're intrigued, they'll engineer ways to be close. And I'm not talking about random chance. Ever been at the gym, a coffee shop, Or just on the sidewalk and noticed a woman consistently showing up near you? Maybe she circles past you more than once. Maybe she positions herself just within your peripheral vision. You catch her smoothing her hair, adjusting her clothes, or feigning interest in her phone. Maybe there's an accidental brush against you. That's not a coincidence. That's a calculated move. Women will place themselves in your vicinity, hoping you'll take the hint. They want to be seen, but they'll keep it deniable. And the biggest clue? Unprompted chit-chat. If she asks you a random question, giggles at a mediocre comment, or finds any reason to keep the dialogue going, she's trying to enter your world. Here's the bottom line. A woman who's not interested will actively stay out of your way. But one who is, she'll absolutely ensure she's close enough for you to make a move. Look, man, attraction isn't about genetics. It's about your personal power. It's about your aura. When you begin to truly command your space, act with intention, and communicate with self-confidence, your entire reality transforms. You quit pursuing validation. You stop needing to prove your worth. And then, out of nowhere, opportunities and people just start drifting into your orbit. So keep your eyes open for these signals, bro. Because once you recognize them, you can't ignore them. And that's the moment it all turns around for you.